And to everyone who's watching the VODs, welcome back. Sorry, I just forgot. I left it paused, or I mean, left the recording cut while away, and I just put it back on now, just while I'm starting out again. Thank you very much. But anyway, so what I was saying is that obviously one big part of Rock Slide is how much damage it does, which is very nice against these sort of high shield, lowish HP enemies. I mean, if we're playing on normal difficulty against these enemies right now, we would just destroy them with Rock Slide because their healths would be so much lower. Here on +3, they're going to be more serious. But the other thing with Rock Slide is, of course, the damage mitigation that it gives because of the fact that enemies typically can't attack you through it. I mean, you can create obstacles which make it difficult for enemies to approach you, is what I mean to say. And when 2 of the 3 enemy types in the scenario are flying, then these obstacles do a lot less outside of just damage. The positive of that, though, is it makes it easier to actually place them because then normally you have to consider the 2 things: how to stop enemies from attacking and how to do damage as effectively as possible. But here, there's really only one consideration outside of when we're facing the Earth Demons. And yeah, I enjoy this scenario. I think it's not too bad. It was one of the first scenarios I ever did in Gloomhaven. I haven't done it that many times. Not a fair number still, I guess. Accidentally placed and locked. I guess I didn't lock the other ones, but still. Alright. Why would I lock this if I just complained about how I locked it before being a problem? Right. Placed all those. Okay, so how many lava coal or hot coals do we need? 17, huh? I'm not gonna bother copy pasting all them on the side. There's a ton of lava or hot coals. I'll remember that. I don't really need to go through that. And we've got 3 damage traps and 1 treasure chest. Treasure chest. 3 damage traps. Okay. So, no special rules. We do still have to do a road event. I'm just going to unlock some stuff. Basically, nothing special. Alright. We'll get those in a second. Let's do a road event. Nice. Okay. Alright. So, and by nice, it was nothing happening. Let's just grab our battle goals now so we don't forget, huh? Well, we may need to see what's in the first room in order to actually make it an informed decision. We'll see what they are. Kill 1 or more elite monsters. Reveal a room by opening. Well, that's so easy for the Brute. The Brute is our room opener, so... Yep. Even though killing an elite is probably quite doable for him as well. Gain 7 or fewer experience, have 5 or more total cards in your hand. Oh, no, huh. Gaining 7 or fewer experience is more difficult now. Back before Rock Slide, it's actually quite easy, but Rock Slide gives so much experience. Admittedly, without stamina potions, we can't spam Rock Slide like we would normally do. But I guess it's more likely that we can succeed at doing that than we can succeed. I mean, keep 5 or more cards in our hand at the end, which is pretty difficult to do on +3. Okay. And for the Spellweaver, who's never going to get one anyway, take only long rest, take only short rest. You gotta be kidding me. These are both so hard. Which one is more likely? Take only short rest is always more likely. Although with the goggles, neither of these is very likely. Oh crap, I didn't do my... I gotta do some back in town stuff real quick. Well, I guess I don't really need to right now. I can only have 2 small items because we're switching in this armor. I'm supposed to sell all this stuff, but selling all the stuff wouldn't have gotten me to 150 gold anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. It's fine. So this goes away. So what are the things that we keep? Well, Sunpowder is the most expensive, but is it even the best? It's probably these two, in my opinion. power and mana. Mana is what makes Cold Fire work. How good is Cold Fire for this scenario, actually? That's a very real question. Let's look at the monster stats. I guess that'll inform our decision. All right, let's get those monsters out then. All right, so we've got Fire, Flame, Earth, and one of the least common enemies in the game, Sun. All right, first room will have Earth and Fire, so I'll put them left. I guess I should put the difficulty in the title. That generally appeals to people. +3. I should have done that earlier. It is a trend that I've noticed that when I play on higher difficulty and advertise it, put it in the title, people are more likely to stay. I guess it makes sense. People are more interested if they think it's going to be challenging for the person who's doing the thing. I can understand that. All right. So first room we're looking at 2 regular flame, 1 regular earth. That's pretty easy. Easiest room in this scenario. It's pretty rare that the first room is the easiest one, but it does happen. All right, so we got 17 and 4. Okay, so what else do we need to look at? I've got 3 retaliate at 2 range. Yeah, so we can outrange the retaliate if they get shield 4, so we basically have to use direct damage. See, this is the problem. It's going to be so much harder to deal with these sort of enemies, actually. This sort of thing is, I mean, like, it's just not balanced around not having stamina potions, right? For example, flame demons. Normally, what you can do, for example, against an elite flame demon as the Cragheart, is you can use Rock Slide plus Rumbling Advance, and then stamina potion the 2 of them back, and then do the same thing again, and this will kill elite. Or you can use Rock Slide against a regular and stamina potion it back, and it'll kill a regular next turn. As is, we actually have to attack into them. I mean, some things in the game are definitely not balanced. I guess this is why Isaac is hesitant to try to fix stamina potions, is because there are some things which just, are not very well balanced when you consider removing stamina, the effect that stamina potions have. I'm not sure how we actually deal with these. All right, so the Earth Demon has 2 movement. That gets him to attack anything in the room. If we go rock, 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 then he can only go to here. I guess, or rock. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, if we put one here, we can go here or here. Then he can only go here or here. That's not bad as well. Let's see. Still have to decide on our cards what we're bringing, what we're cutting. All right. Oh yeah, we didn't actually look at the other stats. So the Sun Demons, yeah, they have 2 shield, regulars and elites. So trample is going to be invaluable. This is good still for setting up skewer. Still just a move 4. This is maybe more medium. This is also pretty medium, although quite good against Earth Demons. The Snare does have some valuable traps, so the push is still good, although it's so hard to actually... Actually, I think we can never push any of these into traps in this scenario, if I remember the rooms correctly. There are a bunch of coals, too, which do a ton of damage, but again, there's so little things that we can actually push into them. But is that not more valuable than eye for an eye? It's a very good question. I wonder if eye for an eye is more valuable. I mean, it's definitely, I think, comes down to these 3, but this is just best for the... I mean, we need a 10 initiative, even if we use this in move 2. So then the real question is just which one of these 2 we bring. The Earth is definitely relevant, but I guess even less relevant now that we have Rock Slide. Heal 2 is nice. 16 health now. Heal 2 is just not that much. There's no wounding. Yeah, I think we'll take warding strength. Okay. Craggy. Ooh, it should almost guaranteed be Dirt Tornado, right? Dirt Tornado is going to be terrible in this scenario. The top action, at least. The bottom action, however, is still good. Just because it's a move 3 and we can't do better than that, but how much do we care about that? Yeah, I guess we do care. We don't actually have much movement otherwise, because we always use Massive Boulder top. I mean, maybe not on this scenario. I guess Sentient Growth is similarly quite bad here, although decent against when we're fighting Earth Demons. It can also just be a free heal 1. It also removes the wound which the Flame Demons apply, which is pretty useful. Crater is still a ranged attack, which can outrange their Retaliate. Definitely want most of the healing, because I'm not doing much else. It's more effective. I guess I have enough healing cards, I can just get rid of Sentient Growth for this scenario. Which is not useful. 2 of the 3 enemies have shield 2 or higher, so it doesn't deal damage. And the bottom is really useful against wound, but we still got this healing, this healing, and this healing to deal with wounds anyway. I guess there's no world in which we're making the summon. Do we want to move 4? Probably not that much. So I think we can just keep the same deck here. I think Cold Fire is not super exciting, again, against all these enemies with such high shield, but it's still alright. We still got the mana potions and everything. I mean, I guess if we cut Cold Fire, then we could more easily cut our mana potion and care less about it. And keep another potion that we would care more about, like a Hamina. It's not a very long scenario, though. I mean, it can end up being long, but it's not typically long. So, huh. And the mana potion can also just create fire for Flame Strike, just because the wound will be so valuable. Although, unfortunately, it does put us in retaliate range to use that attack. Yeah, I think I just cut these 2 cards. I mean, these 2 items. So we'll sell all this stuff next time we're in town, probably. It's not bad. That's 25 gold. Yeah, that's puts us really close, actually. I guess we shouldn't sell all of them. I guess we should keep the Hamina potion. Do I prefer a Hamina? I mean, the Hamina potion's been so-so for the Spellweaver. I'm definitely happy with the balance of Hamina potions. Admittedly, like, it's been very, very good for the Cragheart, but it's just because of unstable upheaval. But for the 2 other classes, it's been much more medium. Like, I'm still happy to have it because the longevity matters, but I don't feel compelled to keep it. And yeah, for the Spellweaver especially, I mean, at the same time, I've had a lot of longevity issue scenarios because of having to use a bunch of losses in the beginning, so it has helped a lot to have that. Um, yeah, so I'll probably keep one of these actually, because I'll get level 5 in like 2 scenarios, so I probably shouldn't sell both small items. But I'll definitely sell one of them, which is still putting me pretty well along the way. Yeah, fire demons will create fire, but I'll also need to make sure I use it before they do, which is another issue. All right, I think this is fine though. I think this is a good setup. Let's get going. So what do we do the first turn? We know what the Craggeart does. And it's basically now that we have Rock Slide, this is the first turn for the Craggeart in essentially every scenario in the game. Unstable upheaval to go as early as possible, Rock Slide to drop rocks. That is how we do it. So, do we have a plan for trying to kill these Flame Demons? If we do 2 damage with Rock Slide, they'll have 2 health left, but 4 shield. Trample only does 1 damage, effectively, so it's not enough to kill unless we get a +1, which I can't really count on. Balanced Measure can be enough to kill. As a 6, that does kill one of them. All right, I guess that's good enough. Because this is also an attack 5. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, trample does get a little bit loose in the tooth. Although having multiple attack 5s isn't a bad thing. So we use our boots in the first room. Is that really the route? I mean, it's better to try to kill one of them. We'll need to go late because we don't want to get hit by the Earth Demon. We also need to position ourselves a bit better because if we're gonna place, oh no, the rocks only affect damage our allies, right? Not ourselves. Yeah, yeah, of course, because we're impervious to the rocks. So we just go like this. Rocks go here, here, and here as expected. Then this gives him 1, 2, or 1, 2. If he gets 3, yeah, he gets 3. And if he gets +1, but otherwise he doesn't make it to us, which is good. Also can get ranged attack and use Earth, which would be 2 target. It's very scary facing Earth Demons as a Cragheart, there's no doubt about it. But I don't think we can do anything about that either. I guess we could try to play any element consumer on the Spellweaver, but we can't do that every turn. I guess we don't create Earth every turn. At the same time, I think we probably want to use Rumbling Advance next turn to put like 1 damage on this, and then we can kill it with an attack 5. I guess it's going to be awkward because if we go over there, I guess we do something like this then. So we want to go late because we want the Earth Demon to go after us. Do we prefer having another move 4? No, I think this is fine. So then this move 4 plus boots gives us 6, which allows us to theoretically kill one of the Flame Demons when they're at 2 life. Again, we're counting on getting a +1. So far we have, we're counting on get +0 or higher. And we have what, 2 -1s and a -2 in our deck and a miss, which is not. I don't love the odds, but it's okay. All right, so the Spellweaver kind of feels like herp derp. What do I do? That's a very good question. So the Cragheart's not going to need the Earth, so I guess it does make sense to try to consume it, so the Earth Demon can't actually use it. So yeah, just do that. Same time, it'd be nice to be able to consume it next turn and use Elemental Aid, but I guess we can even use Elemental Aid here at 20. I think it's probably fine, actually. There shouldn't be so many enemies after this, and so here we can give the shield to, I guess, who do we give it to, though? I mean, I guess we give it to the Cragheart because he'll be the one who's focused by everyone. There's still a decent chance the Flame Demons go before 20, but in that case, we just use this as a move 2. It doesn't really matter because we only need a move 2 anyway. And, I mean, then we'd be missing out on potentially having it next turn with Mana Bolt, but we won't have an element to use Mana Bolt next turn anyway. So I think it's still fine. I think this is good. I think this gives us a pretty balanced turn, which is pretty safe for most things. All right, so we have battle goals. We have not missed any special rules. Looks like we're good to go. Let's begin scenario number 10. Let's begin scenario number 10. They were going to use the Earth. Okay, well, they're kind of being annoying. Let's see how this works. So move -1 is 3 movement for each of them. So 1, 2. So then they're creating traps. We need a different type of trap. Are we gonna get trapped in? Yeah, we are actually. Spellweaver is, but she can jump, so it's okay. It's funny. It's the first time I've seen the traps actually do remotely something. And the Flame Demon traps are a bit better than the Archer traps, right? Because the Archer traps, I mean, the Archers don't fly, Flame Demons do, so it's less likely the Flame Demon traps blow up in their team's face. Or in their faces directly, I should say. So this one moves to focus, which is him, and then places a trap here. Could be here as well, but it makes sense to put as close to many enemies as possible. And so then this one moves here to focus, and then places a trap here. This is kind of annoying, without a doubt. Okay, and then they're done. But at least they didn't attack, so that's kind of alright. It sucks we're only attacking something that's going to heal itself anyway. Oh well. So now the Cragheart goes, create an Earth, gain 1 XP, drop some rocks. Yeah, we need our little supply of rocks. So how do we do this now? It's annoying thing is we can't actually create a wall with him anymore because they're going to just moving back and then create an open space there. So we've got to place like there and there no matter what. And we have to place one more no matter what as well. I guess we can place there. just kind of out of the way. All right. So we get 2 damage all around. That, and then we'll have to worry about this afterwards, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. All right, and then we don't really move anywhere because we're actually trapped by the traps. I don't really want to just take free damage. So now the Spellweaver goes. I mean, we're not doing anything with this. We're going to just use the top of Frost Armor. I mean, we still should. So we're doing an attack 3 into something that's going to heal for 3, but again, modifier deck, so theoretically, at this point, we should be able to count on doing slightly higher than +1. I mean, our average is over 0 at this point, so it still makes sense to attack. Plus, we get an experience, and I guess we don't get immobilized. So we gain 1 experience for consuming the Earth, and we use the top of Frost Armor as attack 3, range 3, targeting Earth Demon number 1. Okay, well, so be it. I'm not going to put the damage on him because he's just going to heal. I guess he'd already taken 2 damage too, so that was another reason. And then we can't move anywhere, and giving a shield to someone does nothing. But we'll give it to the Cragheart anyway, just to encourage him. You are tanky, good buddy. You are. Alright, and then the Earth Demon goes, heals the 3 that we just dealt to him, and then it's the Brute's turn. So we're going to use a move 4 with Hook and Chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to use the top of Balanced Measure, gaining 1 experience. Sorry, 6 is because of this. Gaining 1 experience, which gives us an attack 6. Targeting number 5. Please be kind. No! Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. All right. So he goes down to 1. But at least we muddled him, you know? So, yeah, value. All right, and it's retaliate 3, right? Yeah, so we take 3 damage. Because our attack 6 became a 5. He has 4 shield, so he takes 1 damage. Fortunately, crap, we forgot to get unstable people back with a ham and a potion. We always do this, but, well, we forgot, so we forgot. It is what it is. All right, ends around. All right, we're going to do this to kill off the one there, because it's 1 damage to each. And then the Brute needs to go after us and make an attack 5 on the other one, which works with Trample. And so we need to go after 29, presumably, because that should be our initiative. I mean, we could do this, but better just to make a ranged attack on the... Oh no, we can do this. We can just kill both of them. Now they moved up like this. I guess initiative matters here, but if we get to attack this with Massive Boulder, then that's 1 damage to each, and then Rumbling Advance also. But even if they move back, it should still be alright. Yeah, this looks really good. So actually don't need this. So we could actually use this instead. The reason being, if somehow like the Flame Demons go before, which is very reasonable for the Flame Demons to go before 29, without a doubt. If the Flame Demons go before 29, then this can still be an attack which theoretically does 1 damage to a Flame Demon, which is good enough to kill one normally. It's as good as Trample, basically. But if the Flame Demons will die, then this is a better attack to use against the Earth Demon. In that case, if I was sure the Flame Demons would die, I'd rather use Provoking Roar, but I don't know for sure that they will die. So now we need to go after 29, but not too late. That's not too difficult for us. We can use something like Warding Strength at 32. Fortunately, it's not great initiative, but we should have enough move. I mean, not great movement, and we've just used our boots, but I think we should be okay. Okay, let's do that. Interesting thing is Warding Strength not just a better attack on them, but it's not good on them. Yeah, because those traps are 4 damage, so Warding Strength actually is 7 against the Earth Demon. But again, the Earth Demon, we're not. If we end up having to attack the Flame Demons, the Warding Strength is a 3. So that's not good enough. And we won't have enough movement to actually use the Warding Strength to attack that demon. Okay, so what is Flameski doing? I mean, sorry, Spellski doing? And I guess continuing to attack the Earth Demon. And maybe jumping out of this corner. Definitely use this to attack the Earth Demon. The heal right now is not so good. It would just heal the Cragheart who's not missing any life. So yeah, we'll just jump out of our corner. Make an attack 3 on the Earth Demon. Do we want to go early? It's better to go at 80. I mean, we're not really killing him this turn, are we? Well, I mean, there is a chance if everything goes to plan. If they go after us, we do attack 3 there, And then attack 3 from her. That's 6 plus 7, 13. So we'd only need a couple plus ones. Yeah, it's actually possible. All right. Oh, but we can't actually get the 7 because we can never move to push him in. Well, we'll believe. I mean, we could get a crit or something. I think it's still all right to go early. I don't see a huge downside. 3. Ugh. All right. All right, all right. So Flame Demons go, creating fire. They have attack -1, move +1. So who are their focuses? Who's the earliest? Spellweaver is, but Spellweaver is definitely not closest. No. And the Cragheart goes before the Brute. Yes, so the focus in both cases would be the Cragheart. So, well, fortunately, this still... Well, it doesn't work out No, it works out okay. Because this one will still die, and then I can just Rumbling Advance to here. Yep, this works out fine. Because they just need to... Actually, no, this one doesn't even move, so it still actually works out great. Well, I mean, it changes nothing, actually, but... Because this one has Muddle, so it actually doesn't need to move back to lose disadvantage. This one does move back to lose disadvantage, only needs to move one back. And as usual, I move it, generally speaking, in the opposite direction. I could move it here if I'm considering my card what is best, but I don't ever consider the monsters know my cards, and it makes more sense for it to move further away from the enemies, its enemies in the room, and closer towards its ally. I mean, I guess closer towards its ally against AoE, but I don't really consider the monsters know AoE. I just have them kind of move away from their opponents. Okay, so attacks -1. So first, number 5 makes a disadvantaged attack. So it's a 3 normally. So disadvantaged attack 2 on the Cragheart. So nothing. And then number 6 attacks the Cragheart for 3. All right. Flame Demons are done. So now it's the Spellweaver's turn. So we make an attack 3, range 3, creating light. Also scary. Almost all of our elements are scary here. Ugh, demons. My bane. All right, so attack 3, range 3, targeting Earth Demon number 1, using the top of Flashing Burst. No reason to use goggles or anything like that. We're going to try to only short rest, right? We're never getting a battle goal, so not really, but... All right, nice. +1. So 4 damage. Yeah, so it's possible to kill. And then we have a move 4 jump. I guess the advantage of going later is we could have moved to a coin. Yeah, fair enough. 4. Because he's going to attack anyway. Because we're going to move to here, so he's always going to get to hit someone. So staying here is good, because then we can actually use the bottom of Flame Strike as an attack, since we'll be at range 2. Looks good. Oh yeah, you're right. I did miss the -1. Good catch. Thank you. Yeah. For some reason, I was just thinking of the 3 damage. Yeah, so it should have been 3. I just forgot about them. I mean, I remember the -1 in the first place, but then I forgot about it on the second one. For some reason, I was just thinking of the first attack as being a bad attack because of the disadvantage. Just weird stuff happening in my head. Thank you very much, ECO. All right. So... hold on, actually. I'm going to do something real quick. That's a bit annoying. Sorry, give me one more second. Why does this have to be more annoying than it is? Wait, what? That wasn't what was supposed to happen. That wasn't what was supposed to happen. Damn it. Twitch. Did I succeed in gifting you a sub or not? Or did I just sub myself? I was trying to give you a sub, BCO, as an appreciation for you always catching my stuff for me, but Twitch is confusing to me, and I may, well, at least what chat tells me is that I just subscribed, so I'm not sure. Do you have it now or no? All right, anyway, I know it's silly to gift a sub to myself, but it was more just like, I mean, well, I'm basically paying $2.50 to show you that I appreciate your help. All right, so what are we doing here? Well, we already know. We're gonna make an attack 3, creating Earth with Massive Boulder, attacking the Earth Demon number 1 to get the relevant splash damage. Nice, +1, so 4 damage. Down to 7, does 1 damage here and 1 damage here. Ah, it did work. Okay, that's good that that the chat says the correct thing. Thank you, TJ. It's just my chat says, literally to me, it says Gripeway just subscribed with a tier 1 sub. I don't know why it says that to me. I know a sub doesn't really do much for you. I guess you can spam the emote now though, and I guess you don't get ads, which is nice. I mean, I don't run ads anyway, but maybe it stops the Twitch pre-roll. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that I really appreciate you pointing stuff out for me because I make a lot of mistakes with, I mean, faults of inattention, and I do appreciate it. All right, and then we have Rumbling Advance. So we already created Earth. Yeah, we got to go to here, unfortunately. Oh, that coin. Oh, this coin. No, not like this. Stupid rocks from stupid Cragheart. All right, and then he takes 1 damage down to 6. So it did all work out. So we could have actually done the push. Unfortunately, now we won't get to, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, we'd get to kill him, which would have been great. But unfortunately, we're 1 movement away from being able to push him. Oh well. He's at 6. We just need a +1. It's still possible. All right. Oops. So it's now the Brute's turn. We're going to use the bottom of Warding Strength as a generic move 2. We're going to move to here. Even though we want both the other people to get coins a lot more, it still makes sense to be efficient with our moves and pick up coins when we can, so that other people, like, we don't need to waste more time to pick up coins. Okay, and then we gain 1 experience, making an attack 5 with Unstoppable Charge, targeting the Earth Demon. Come on, +1. Oh, really? 1 -1 left? No, that's our only remaining -1. All right, fair enough. Well, it was close. We believed for a bit. So now the Earth Demon goes and is going to pummel the Cragheart for an attack 4. Okay, well. We've got healing, so it's not the end of the world. Although I guess we actually just used a lot of our healing, but immobilized, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. So the Cragheart can't move. Accordingly, we might as well just use this heal. Who wants to kill that thing? We've got a lot of elements here, right? Oh, we don't have elemental aid. I actually wanted that to heal the Cragheart. Has the Brute taken damage as well? Yeah, so I guess just the double heal from the Cragheart here seems fine. Let our allies finish off the duder. Spellweaver can't actually heal anyone with the bottom of Mana Bolt, but we can use the top of it as an attack here, I guess. Actually, we can use the top of Cold Fire here as an attack and save Mana Bolt for the next room. Or we can even use the top of Flame Strike as an attack here. I guess we want to keep bigger movement for next room. Which one of these do we want? Because the point is, I mean, I guess we should always use this here. Because basically, Cold Fire right now is an attack 3, whereas next turn it's not going to be anything. It's just going to be a generic move 2 for us or an attack 1. So here, at least as an attack 3, it lets us kill off this Earth Demon, which is basically the best it's going to do. So then we definitely want to keep our bigger movement. The question is which one of these tops we want to keep. But Mana Bolt actually isn't going to have any elements next turn, I think. So accordingly, it's probably better to use Mana Bolt now. Also, it lets us go really, really early to make sure we kill him. And then next turn we'll have an attack 3. Although shorter range, which kind of sucks, so it might not be so... Actually, is it maybe better just to have an attack 2 range 3 than an attack 3 range 2? Huh. And they can also create elements for us. And at the same time, when he creates an element, he really wants to use it. And here, there's no element creation anytime soon. Enemies can create elements, but I don't know. It's actually tough. I think we're gonna open the door even maybe this turn. Just start drawing the enemies towards us. I think it's fine to do that. So how are we gonna do that then? That puts us pretty close to the door, unfortunately, on the brute if we do that. But I guess that's probably still worth it. So what we do, like move for, I guess we don't even need to use the jump. We can just, we don't have our other move for anymore. So I guess it is the move for jump. We don't have balance measure anyway, so it's okay to use that. And then I suppose a ranged attack, just in case there is something there. Problem is we don't have our boots. We might get hit for a lot. How do we? Oh, it was retaliate. I was gonna say, how do we take damage and not use either of these? All right, I think this is fine. I guess we should open the door earlier rather than later if our plan is to open it. I think opening it is fine. I guess it's kind of scary to open it. There's a lot of elements for these enemies to use, but I guess we'll see. No, we won't see because we'll open it after. Maybe we shouldn't open it then. All right, so what if we just go next to the door? So if we go next to the door, we can actually create wind. If we just go to like there, for example, kind of want to use the wind, but can we get away with not using it? And we'll leave it for the Spellweaver. I think we can. Just trying to do like this as a top attack, and then this is like these two, or some combination of these as top attacks. So that leaves us being able to use Mana Bolt next turn, which is definitely, I would say, preferable. And we'll just use Fire Orbs to move here. Or, I mean, sorry. Flame Strike. At the same time, there's this coin here we kind of like to pick up. But we can't have move 3 this turn. So do we just get that coin as the Brute? If only we had one more movement, that would be perfect. But sadly, we don't. There's no way of moving 5 here, short of using a loss, which would be pretty silly. All right, so what if we create wind and we go one, we don't move all the way to this. God, so the person who we don't care about getting coins is going to get all the coins. We just have them move to here, create wind. We're one further from making it into the next room and moving out next turn, but I think that's okay because, again, coins are quite valuable. So what card do we not want the most? Well, we definitely want a ranged attack for when we enter. I guess we don't really care about Skewer if we're going to create the wind for the Spellweaver. All right, this works. Let's do it. You're eliminated. So first up is the Brute. I guess him attacking is also good because he gets 1 experience, whereas she wasn't going to get anything. So we're going to use Skewer, which gives us 1 experience, and we make an attack 3, targeting the Earth Demon. So 4, I believe he has 2 health left, right? Yes. So he's dead. What about our goals again? Open a door, that's about to happen. 7 or fewer experience, we'll see. And yeah, only short rests, we'll see. This is +3 difficulty. We beat the last scenario on +3 difficulty. We will see if we can successfully beat this one on +3. This one's maybe a little bit more difficult, but we'll see. It's doable, for sure. And then we do a move 3 jump, but like I said, we're just going to move to here because coins are quite valuable. And we create wind, which is a pretty safe element. And then the Spellweaver goes next. She has a move 2. Just going to move 1 closer to the door. I guess we should actually move up here. This gives us better angles for line of sight, since we have 2 movement anyway. Earth Demon's eliminated. Cragheart is immobilized, so he does 2 heals. The Nature's Lift is going to be heal on himself and the Brute. And then the bottom of Earthing Cloud is going to be heal on himself. Alright. And that gets rid of our immobilize. There's that coin on the rock, but so be it. We won't be getting that. We don't have any loot cards other than losses. So, this is the plan, right? These 2? Yeah, I think so. We'll see what we'll see when we go in. Later initiative for sure. Which is, I guess, a little bit risky since we're actually up next to the door. But I guess that just means that the Brute's probably going to actually have to run in. But that's okay. Cragheart still has boots. What attack are we even doing in this room? I believe Heaving Swing will be good in this room with all the different sorts of obstacles plus terrain types that exist. But we can't guarantee get that right away. So probably better to start with a Crater. At the same time, being able to do both of them. How reasonable is that? We have to get an Earth. How would we even get the Earth? Because we're not producing it. We don't want to use a potion for it. I think it's better to save the potions as usual for cold fires. So can we be optimistic from where we are with move 5? No, that doesn't get us far enough to realistically be able to get like an angle we would need to make sure we could use this effectively. So let's just accept that Crater's just going to be attack 3, range 3. So we can just go with like these two, and then we can do something with these 3 next turn. Hopefully trying to use the top of Heaving Swing, I think, is the most likely case. So here, just enough movement to get in range to do an attack 3, range 3. And the advantage of going at 61 is that we go before the Spellweaver, so we can maybe block for her if necessary or something like that. I don't know. I mean, stuff to be before the enemies, which is not so likely at 61 with 2 of the 3 enemies being very fast, but we'll see. Okay, so 27 is first for the Brute. We do a move 4 jump. 2 onto the door. And let's see what we've got. We've got some coals. Let's see. There and there. Okay, and then we've got our 3 traps in this room. Yeah, we're gonna have to trigger those traps the hard way, unfortunately, because I don't believe we'll ever be able to push anything into there. And we've got, so 1 regular Earth Demon up here. Yeah, I mean, he's up here. He is definitely not making it all the way down to there anytime soon. How much health was it again? 17, right? Okay. Oh, is there 1 more coal? Oh yeah, you're right, there is. Sorry. Yeah, 1 more down here. Good catch, thank you. Oh, the value of that push. So let's track the coal damage real quick. So we're at 5, so traps are 7, so coal is 3. This is rounded down. Yeah, not so much. All right, and then we've got, oh, there are 2 Earth Demons. 1 more up here. 17. And then we've got 1 Elite Sun Demon. Ugh, that's going to be a bit of a pain. Fortunately, I guess, well, the Elites attack for 5, so yeah, it's... Oh, oops, we never actually took out their cards, huh? Interesting. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Okay, and then we've got 2 Flame Demons. So the Elite Sun Demon has 16 health. Yeah, a lot of health here. And these each have 4 health. Let's see what we're working with. Oops. Alright, well, Sun Demon's not doing anything, so that's okay. I guess he's going to heal someone if we attack them. Earth Demon has 2 movement. Can reach the Spellweaver. Spellweaver go before the Earth Demon? Does. So we can almost move back. And then the Earth Demon hits nothing as well. The Flame Demons shouldn't be... Well, they actually should be reaching, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would hit the... Shouldn't have line of sight from here, right? No line of sight from there. So I think I don't want to get hit by all these things. And if I make an attack 3, it's just going to get healed by the Sun Demon anyway. So, I mean, I guess not technically. If I attack this, it doesn't get healed, but I don't value 3 damage on the Earth Demon as much as, I mean, enough to just stand in the door and get pummeled. I'd rather just start drawing all these enemies back. So we have 2 movement left with our move 4 jump. Yes. So we'll just do 1. I guess the Crag can come down here. Maybe this Spellweaver moves back even further. Yeah, let's go to here. No, let's go to here. Oops. Seems fine. And we'll attack nothing. Sometimes it's important when to just give up on the idea of attacking anything when you enter a room. Alright, so the Sun Demon does nothing. Then the Flame Demons go. So, like I said, 4 movement, 4 range, attack 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So attack 3 on the Spellweaver. There's a full health, so it's okay. Alright, 3 damage. We'll take it. They also create a fire because they have the fire. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like I said, but does not have line of sight. Most certainly does not. So let's double check that one last time to make sure we're not cheating at all. No. Yep, goes right along the line. So we're pretty safe. Flame demons are done. So now we're up. That sucks. So we could actually use the bottom. I mean, because we're not attacking anything, we could use the bottom of Mana Bolt to heal. But like I said, then the Earth Demon would actually hit us, and we'd be taking as much damage, and we'd be getting immobilized, which is just not worth it. So yeah, let's double check that I'm right. 2 movement. So this one goes 1, 2. This one can never hit us, but this one goes 1, 2, and then can expand like this. All right, so we want to be in range to attack and then move back next turn, right? Yeah, definitely short resting. And these enemies will be, the 2 Earth Demons will be here. Hitting Earth Demons kind of sucks, but we're not doing better than that anyway, so that's okay. We've got to attack and move back. So I guess we kind of want to move to something like here. What is the Cragheart doing? Oh no, it's the Cragheart's turn first. Oops. Move 3. What can the Cragheart do next turn? We want to use Heaving Swing, but if we're not going into the room, that's not really doing anything. We can use Dirt Tornado, but with no Earth, it kind of sucks. Oh no, they're going to create Earth for us. All right, Dirt Tornado's all right. So if we go to here, for example, we can do 1, 2, and expand, and hit both the Earth Demons, which will be here. Seems all right. Yeah, okay. So we can go there. So then, yeah, so we'll just move there, and we make no attack. And then the Spellweaver goes, and she's going to do a move 3, and we're going to just go here. Because this leaves us in range to attack one of them, and then we can run back. We're just going to try to kite these enemies back as much as possible, so that we don't have to run into the room and fight them. Alright, then the Earth Demons go. They're going to consume the air. I could choose, technically, but as I've explained before, I always try to have demons who consume any element always consume their opposite, and air is their opposite. Air is actually a thing that negatively affects them. So they create Earth, and they do move 2s, and they're little shaped attacks. None of them are elites, right? I didn't mess up placing anything in this room. Nope. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So all good here. End the round. So short rest here. Wow, cold fire is actually good here because we got the fire. We've got the fire. Oh man. Can I afford to lose this? Well, chat, what do you think? We got lucky last time. It was a 1 out of 3, but this shouldn't make us think that we can get away with riskier stuff. This is a really risky play, but the cold fire here is actually very valuable. And it costs us a lot if we have to lose this right away, because we've kept these mana potions specifically for this. We take a 1 out of 7 to just lose the game. Is it worth it? I guess the question we have to ask ourselves is, do we think we need to get that lucky? I think on +3, we really can't afford to be that handicapped to not have cold fire, I think. I mean, it's attack 3. Do we have line of sight? Yeah, we do have line of sight to that guy. It's essentially representing 6 damage this turn. Yeah, all right, I'm going to do it. Please be kind. No! All right. Well, we made our choice. We live with it. So, for the record, if you're playing on a lower difficulty, I don't think you should ever do something like this. But I think playing on +3, there's so little of a margin for winning on many scenarios that sometimes you have to try to... No, I mean, sometimes you have to be try to straddle the line. So, like I said, there's no doubt that losing Reviving Ether, I put myself in a situation where I'm most likely to lose the scenario. Losing Cold Fire, I don't know whether that's actually the case or not. It most likely is not most likely to lose, but it's definitely more. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do need to lose that 1 HP for rerolling. Thank you. But it is much closer to losing than not losing Cold Fire. I don't know. I think it's even. I mean, like, yeah, hindsight is 2020. Obviously, if I knew I would lose Reviving Ether, I would never do this. But again, it's only 1 out of 7 to lose Reviving Ether there. So I think taking that chance for what it represents is. I don't know. I don't know if it's the correct play or not. I think it's really tough. I think it's a tough choice to make. Last scenario, when we did it, we had to do it. It wasn't a choice. This time, when we did it, we did have a choice. We were. What I'm trying to say is, I think we increase our percentage chance of winning the scenario. Like, if you were to simulate this out a million times, I think you have from this point a better percentage chance of winning the scenario by choosing to do this than not choosing to do this. Even if you consider that every time you flip Reviving Ether, you probably lose. Anyway, we'll see how it goes without Reviving Ether. We won't be planning any losses now. That's for sure. We also won't have Jump, which is actually a big loss as well. Oh, man. Such a big deal. Yeah, it was scenario number 5. We won without. Oh no, there were 2 times actually. So we beat. So there was scenario 5 when we redid it actually, where we didn't even need to play Reviving Ether, but we kept it. And then there was scenario 3 where we re-rolled into Reviving Ether accidentally and still won. But in both, so scenario 5 we were playing on +2 difficulty, and scenario 3 when we re-rolled into it we were playing on +1 difficulty. Here we're playing on +3, so it's a lot different. I think here it's really likely to lose, but I don't know, makes it more interesting, right? All right, so you brute. Probably one of these, I think looks fine. Going later is better because we want the enemies to move up. We don't want to make it easier for them. Yeah, that was that one. Here I knew the risk. I knew the risk all too well, but I considered it to be a risk that was worth taking. Again, it was just 1 out of 7. I mean, again, 6 out of 7 times that I do this, I don't lose it, so. Seemed worthwhile. Well, we've still got Cold Fire, so that's the big deal here. And we need to go as early as possible to make sure that we can actually use the Cold Fire. All right, this looks good. $42, that's bad. I was counting on them going after. 46, they're not approaching. I won't have the fire either. All right, so we go first. We have Mana Bolt. We heal ourselves for 3 at the bottom of Mana Bolt. And then we will use Cold Fire, Consuming Fire. If only we'd made Ice last turn. We maybe should have. To do an attack 3, targeting both of them. We'll do 1 and then 4. I guess I actually just gonna use the Eagle Eye got. So I'm not really planning on using Fire Orbs because I don't think I can. At the same time, Fire Orbs is maybe my best chance for killing these with using Fire Orbs plus Potion. No, I think I've got to do, but I think I've got to try to kill them without. I don't think I can use Fire Orbs here. Yeah, so let's use the Goggles here because we're not going to get another chance. I mean, I doubt we're going to be hitting more than 2 targets anytime soon, so I think this is good enough. Maybe at some point we'll be hitting them, but we'll see. I think we'll probably long rest anyway since we have longevity issues now. All right, so attack 3, advantage on 1 and then 4. Oh, nice choice in the Goggles. So 5 damage down to 12. And then on the other one. Well, still gave us 2 extra damage. Not unhappy with my choice there. All right, then the Earth Demons go. So +1 movement, -1 attack. So attack 3s. So 1, 2. So then this one by choice. I mean, by not having another choice, we'll move here. So number 1 attacks the Spellweaver. So attack 3, mobilize. And they're mobilized. And then number 4 attacks the brute. +1, so 4. Take 2. And the flame demons go. No range to attack anyone. No fire to consume to do that, so flame demons do nothing. Then Cragheart goes, going to use the bottom of Heaving Swing to buff his attack, consume the earth to buff his attack and gain 1 experience. So we've got an attack 3, which is going to muddle, hitting both of these. We'll do 1 and then 4. Don't think it's worth using my power potion. I'm going to save that for more relevant enemies. Alright, so 1 and then 4, attack 3s each. So 4 and 4, and all muddles. We expand it like this so as to not muddle any of our allies. Alright, nice. I forgot to put the immobilize in the brute as well. I've got to do that. Alright, and then the brute's up, so we can't move. All we can do is a provoking roar attack, which is not bad. So we'll make an attack 2, disarm, targeting Earth Demon number 4. Okay, 3 damage and disarm. So we can ignore him next turn, which is good. Guess I don't need this model. On him, we don't have a Mind Thief in this party. Alright. And then the Sun Demon goes, -1 movement, so 2 movement, but a range 4 attack. 2. So no line of, can't possibly have line of sight on the Spellweaver, can have line of sight on the Brute. Alright, fair enough. So the attack is +0 on attack 5 with advantage. Oof. Alright, so 6. So 5. That hurts. That's a real blow. Short rest. Sure. That's fine. I'm not going to get to use it anyway, so actually it's literally the best card to lose. It's pretty nice. After getting heavily punished on a previous short rest, the short rest was like, alright, I feel bad for you. Sorry how we did you before. I'll make it up to you. Promise. Alright, short rest for the Cragheart as well. We're far too engaged in combat to consider long resting. Spellweaver can get a battle goal. Take only short rests. Oh, since we're going to have to start long resting? Yeah. Fair enough. Oops. Yeah, she probably isn't. But she's never meant to anyway, right? Ooh, Earth and Clod. That hurts. I definitely like having that, but, well, something's got to go. It'll be momentous the first time we actually get a successful, get an actual check mark with a Spellweaver. I guess she maybe got 1 and lost it. I don't remember. Yeah, I think she did get 1 and lost it. But still. All right. So what's the haps here? The problem is the Spellweaver is stuck here, which is kind of an issue. Can we successfully kill this? He's at 8 life? No, we really can't. Spellweaver is about to get pummeled. Attack for 4 only. What if we use Flame Strike? How can the other people help? So this one I guess we can ignore, so we could actually just try to kill. Oh yeah, we don't have. So Spellweaver went before, then got immobilized. The Brute no longer has the immobilize. A ranged attack from the Brute can help us kill. I guess Leaping Cleave is also not bad, because it can hit both. Same time, I don't really want to put myself in the doorway. I'd rather draw the enemies up further, because then they're going to clump up more, which is going to make Massive Boulder better, which is pretty important for killing them. I guess we go late in Leaping Cleave, but no, the idea is we want to kill him before he goes, which I think means we go with our earliest initiative here. At the same time, we don't want to be earlier than the Brute because we want the Brute to take focus from those ranged enemies coming. Also, so the Sun Demon right now, I guess if we kill this, it does have a spot to move up. And actually that spot will be attacking the Spellweaver as well. Oof. That's not great. Huh. Unless it gets -1. I mean, it can do a lot of stuff where it doesn't make it there. It's got heals and -1 moves. Welcome back, Korean friend. Just, I mean, I could heal the Spellweaver to keep it safe. God, if she has to lose cards, it's atrocious. What if we do something like this? What if we try to solve the problem by going with a little bit later initiative and giving ourselves the possibility of healing? Ooh, but what if we use that as a bottom instead and give shield to the Brute while going at good initiative? This would allow the Brute then to do actually the thing that he wants to do because he'll have shield too, so most of those attacks won't matter, and this will keep us safe. Ooh, I like this. This looks good. Except we have bad initiative for doing this. We're going at 40, so the shield is unlikely to matter. What if we jump over and do a Provoking Roar instead? That seems alright. So if we jump over and do a Provoking Roar, this allows us to go early, which lets us put ourselves in the spot where the shield, I mean, at 20 hopefully is good enough. And then this won't actually be attacking, so it doesn't really matter so much that she's a bit hurt, because nothing should actually attack the Spellweaver. And then the following turn, we can follow it up with a Leaping Cleave since we're already in position, and we can do better initiative. Although we don't really have great initiative period, but a 27 should be good enough initiative against the Earth Demons. They do have a 17, but still, 17 at least isn't an attack. So that looks alright. So we definitely want to keep the top of Leaping Cleave. We don't want to use the bottom. Alright, so what is our plan then on the Cragheart? So we don't really need to kill either of them. We kind of want to split damage a bit, but I guess so far it is pretty split. She'll be attacking this one for, I guess, 2. He'll be attacking this one for 2 as well, so it'll be down to 4. Massive Boulder would be nice because we can Massive Boulder the top one to the bottom to put it down to 3, which would mean Leaping Cleave kills it next turn, but we want to save Massive Boulder for those Flame Demons. Need to save this as well. Rock Slide would be nice, but we don't have the ability to place the rocks where we need to right now. We'll need to wait. We'll use Rock Slide later as well. So it's actually a good attack now. I mean, I guess it's probably just something like Crater. Man, should we change our mind about losing this? No, because we can't lose Rock Slide. If we lose Rock Slide, we lose the scenario. And we've already, I mean, like, it's 1 out of 10, right? But at this point, I'm not making that mistake. I guess it's Massive Boulder and Rock Slide and Rumbling Advance, which are all really important. Having this would be so good here, though. There's just free bottom healing. That's why Earthen Claw is just such a nice card. There's so many of these turns. It's like Heaving Swing plus Crater. Our initiative doesn't really matter so much, and I guess it just gives us +1. At the same time, then wouldn't Dirt Turner be better? No, because then it's going to muddle the Brute. And it's still only kind of the same amount of damage. Yeah, I guess we can just use Heaving Swing since we really don't... How good can Heaving Swing be? Are there obstacles out there? I guess we're going to place obstacles, so Heaving Swing can give 2 direct damage to one of the Flame Demons. So I guess that's also kind of valuable. All right. What cards do we not want? We don't want Crater, that's for sure. We kind of want our good initiative cards. I guess one of the move 3s we could lose. We don't need both of them. That much, at least. Kind of want them as well. I mean, is there anything we don't want? I guess we don't really want Nature's Lift. We want it at some point, but healing isn't really a high priority for us. It seems to have Brutes at 8. It has a healing potion. Nah, I mean, I don't think there's a... No, because we really might need both of them. No, we've got Boots. We don't need both of them. All right. Let's get rid of backup ammo. We're not going to use that anytime soon. Okay. There we go. The least important person for this turn taking the longest. 68, 79, 30. Oh, the wound target. 2 attacks. Really? Well, it's a good thing we didn't get rid of the heal. Oh, that is the reason why it was bad to get rid of sentient growth. But I mean, I knew this. I can't count on them getting this all the time. Well, of course, that does mean that they will get this all the time. All right. Well, anyway, first things first, the Brute. So we will get the shield before any enemies go. That's good at least. So we've got a move 4 jump with Fatal Advance. We're just going to move over to here. Yeah, we could disarm the elite instead. He is disadvantaged. I mean, he is muddled. Seems kind of risky. So take an attack 4 on someone at 5 health, gets a +1. I mean, I guess it's really hard for him to get a +1 with a muddle. Famous last words, right? So there's 2 +1s, a +2, and a crit in the entire deck. So 5 cards. He has to draw 2 out of 5 cards for for both his draws. Okay, good night. Thank you. Man, it's just this is an attack 6, this is an attack 4. But I guess the attack, it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's still better to do it our way, I think. Because our attack 2 on him at least does 2 damage, whereas the attack 2 on him does no damage. That's another argument in favor. And I guess he'll be shielded. But so if I go here, this will be unshielded. So this is actually just an attack 4 anyway, with advantage admittedly, but still. Okay, yeah. So we'll do an attack 2 using the top of Provoking Roar, targeting the undisarmed, the bottom Earth Demon. I'm going to definitely use my healing potion here as well, so I don't forget. Up to 11. So we got a +1, so we get 3 damage on him, down to 5. And we can replace this muddle, which ended up not doing anything, with a much more useful disarm. Bye, good night. Okay. So we're done with the Brute. So then the Spellweaver goes. We're going to use the bottom of Elemental Aid to give Shield 2 to the Brute. And we're going to use the top of Frost Armor as a generic attack 2. Because it would only be, I mean, we could use it, well, I guess we kind of want the damage more here. Because we do want to spread the damage. No, I guess if we do an attack 2 here, then this one will definitely die from Leaving Cleave, which is what we want. All right, so we'll just do a generic attack 2 on the top of Frost Armor. This also allows us to, oh no, we don't have Hamina Potion anymore. God, no Hamina Potion, and we lost Reviving Ether. Woof. What have we done? All right, so generic attack 2. All right, +1, so 3. This makes Leaving Cleave quite safe to kill him. Well, I don't think we even have any -1s left anyway right now. I guess there's a -2, so why would I even say that? All right, so the Brute has shield 2, and this guy's down to 2. Flame Demons go. Target 2, huh? That's quite bad, actually. Quite bad. I have no idea, Lord Bulb. I don't know how it works with Twitch. Yeah, I guess you probably missed 15 seconds. I'm sorry. I don't play any ads, so I have nothing involved in that, so I don't really know. It's just Twitch, just Amazon doing Amazon things. Okay, so the attacks are -2, so at least they're 1s. The wounds are more annoying. How to do? So 3 goes first. They have 4 range, need 2 targets, right? So 1, 2 here can hit here, and 2, 3, 4 range. Here. Oh, wait, we don't have this anymore. God. Yep. Yeah, easy line of sight. Yeah, there's a natural delay on Twitch anyway, although I stream with the low delay option. But it's still, I think it's around like less than 10 seconds is the normal delay. I'm not sure exactly how much it is. Also consider that I'm not always looking directly at my chat. So I don't have the 2 monitors. Okay, so Flame Demon attacks first the Brute and then the Spellweaver. So the Brute is an attack 1. In both cases, it's an attack 1 wound. Brute first. Brute has shield 2, so it does nothing. And the Spellweaver, nothing but a wound. Which is going to be a real concern at some point here. All right, then the other one goes, I think it's not possible. Yeah. There's nowhere that this Flame Demon can move that can allow it to hit the Brute without having disadvantage and hit another target. So it's actually just going to stay where it is, which kind of sucks actually, because now they're not clumped at all. Oh well. Oh yeah, and the Brute has wound as well. And attack the Brute. But at least, I mean, the Spellweaver is not getting attacked, so it's still not that bad. So attack 1 on the Brute, so no damage because of shield 2. Okay, so next up is the Cragheart. So we're going to use the top of Crater just to make an attack 3, range 3, targeting the top Earth Demon, because we want to bring them down together. Earth Demon number 4. So Crater as an attack 3, range 3. I guess using the potion was maybe kind of stupid because the wound. Yeah, that was stupid actually. Ugh. Because I knew the wound was coming, so I should have waited. I was just afraid of being out there at 8 health, but given the 2 shield and these things only attacking for 1, only this thing was going to attack. I guess there's next turn is kind of the issue. We're not sure how early we'll go. All right, that's down to 4. And we have backup ammo to move. Do we want to move to here? I don't think so. Puts us 1 closer to getting into the next room, and I guess that makes it easier for us to drop Rock Slide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have line of sight to here, though? We do not. We do, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Just barely, but we do. So yeah, we could drop a rock here, and then a rock like over here, and this would actually get us the damage. All right. That works. So going there is useful with backup ammo. All right, then the Sun Demon goes. Has 3 movement and attack 6. So it moves to here and makes an attack +1, so attack 6 advantage on the Brute. So 7. Got nothing defensive anymore. So 5. Yeah, happy I used my potion in the end, I guess. Down to 6. So the 7 minus 2 from the shield that we have puts it to 5. And he creates a light. That was painful. And then Sun Demons hit hard. And then both of these duders are disarmed. All right. And the round. That's a good question whether you need line of sight to place rocks. I guess it's not actually specified. I've just always assumed that to do basically anything, unless it, like, the card sort of alludes to the fact that you don't, I always assume you need line of sight. But technically, I guess it doesn't specify that. I've always played that you do. Let's go have a look. See if this is actually clarified anywhere. This brings up a good question, and is relevant. Let's see. Just Google it. Cragheart. Rocks. This should bring us to Okay. So all other abilities to specify a range. Yeah, that answers that question. So it does require line of sight as expected. All right, great. Well, anyway, we have the line of sight, so it's not a big deal. So we'd really love to do the 2-target heal here, but I think it's, well, does it actually matter so much if we get rock slide out now? I guess it doesn't matter too much because we're still not killing them this turn. We still need to focus on these things first. So we can actually wait a turn because using Nature's Lift now is just so valuable to heal off both those wounds before they start ticking. So how early do we need to go? That's a good question. We'll take a look at this and then we'll see afterwards. I think that should be fine because we're going to go at 27 here and use Leap and Cleave to hit both. And we're going to use, I don't know, I mean, yeah, I guess probably the best things we can do are like these 2 things. Best initiative, make a ranged attack targeting the Sun Demon, and make a ranged attack targeting this Earth Demon, just in case. Okay, yeah, this works. So 21 heals before both of them go. Yeah, I think this is definitely the way to do it. All right, let's go. The Brute's gonna take a ton of damage still, though. I guess that's the biggest issue here. Can we do something else to help avoid damage? No, not really. May have to lose a card. Oh, they're not attacking. That's good. Healing himself. +1 attack again? Man, the Sun Demon is crushing me. He would have had 5 attack at this level as well. I guess he has 1 more shield is the significant difference, which that 1 more shield does matter a lot. But, man, yeah, those elite Sun Demons. No joke. All right, Flame Demon's going first, consuming the light, creating fire. That's interesting, actually. And then so this one moves here and then creates a trap there, and then this one moves here and creates a trap there. Oh no, another trap fall, and all those enemies fly. God, they're actually making effective use of the trap ability. What is going on here? This scenario is going to be tough because we cannot easily get past that anymore. 2 of our characters don't have jump, and none of these enemies can be pushed into this. So we'll actually have to tank, I mean, I guess going through the coals. Ugh. All right. I mean, at least they didn't attack, so it's like kind of okay. It's more like delayed damage rather than them actually attacking, so it's okay. But it's a little bit. It's just funny that what is typically pretty bad is actually being pretty effective here. All right, Cragheart first. We're gonna do heal 2, range 3, target 2, healing both the wounded people to get those wounds off before they deal any damage. It's pretty important. This basically makes this 2 target heal 3, which is great. So 2 on the brute and 2 on the Spellweaver. And then we're going to use the bottom of Blunt Force to stay where we are, basically, but to gain 1 experience and 1 retaliate, just in case, because you never know. All right, and then we're done. So then it is the Spellweaver's turn. I'd love to get Wound on one of these things, but unfortunately we don't have the range for that, so it looks like we're still just going to go with our primary plan, even though there is that juicy fire we'd like to use. So he's going to heal himself, though, if we create light. I guess that's the biggest argument against? It's actually really difficult. I wish I was going slightly after him. We definitely need to do a little bit of damage here no matter what. But how much? The problem is we really, I mean, like, if we attack with Flashing Burst, we create light to do an attack 3 on the Sun Demon, which theoretically does 1 damage, maybe 2. And then he heals the 3 because we created the light. And we can't not create the light if we make that attack. If we just use Flame Strike, we can't attack any of them. We can just attack this, but we really only need like the attack 2 from the bottom of Flame Strike anyway. The problem is if we use the bottom of Flame Strike first, then we can't. Maybe it's better to just use the top of Flame Strike and attack this Earth Demon. But this makes leaving Cleave a lot worse. But I guess that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really change much either way. If only we just had a way of moving up here and getting that wound. I guess the wound on him. No, it would matter actually because we don't create light. That wouldn't be so valuable. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing we can do about that. Don't have any way of increasing range by 1. It would be nice. All right. I mean, I guess it's still just better to do these 2 attacks, targeting Earth Demons, and if we create light but don't hurt them, it doesn't really matter. All right, so we'll do, I guess, the top of Flashing Burst first as an attack 3, targeting Earth Demon number 4, the top Earth Demon. All right, so we're down to 1. At this point, doesn't matter so much which one we attack. Guess we should attack this one. Yeah, it's interesting, right? If we attack this one, we should kill it unless we get a -2 or miss. If we attack this one, we're not really going to kill it, but Leaping Cleave can hit both of these. Right now, the Brute has drawn all his -1s. He has only 2 -1s in his deck, and he's drawn both of them. So at this point, he should kill both of them unless he misses. So I guess if we kill this one, then here, if he gets a -2 or miss, this doesn't die. Whereas if we do 1 damage here, then a -2... Oh, sorry, I said -1 and -2. Then a -2 on either of these doesn't, I mean, still kills. Assuming we do 1 damage here, which we should be able to do. I'm not sure what's actually the correct way to do this. I'm inclined to... I guess it's also just more satisfying to see a 2-target Leaping Cleave. I guess otherwise we could use Leaping Cleave to move, though, and create wind. I guess that's more valuable. All right, sure. So let's use the bottom of Flame Strike to attack number 4 here. So an attack 2. I wish I got that first. Oh well. So he's dead. Nice one. I like that creative utilization of the emote. All right, so accordingly, let's do a move 3 jump with the brute then, creating wind. Because we want to get away and make a ranged attack in the end. Cragheart's going to get hit, but that's okay. Cragheart can take a hit. He's got 13 life, whereas the brute has only 8. So then we gain 1 experience, and we do an attack 3, range 3, targeting this Earth Demon, praying that we don't get a -2 or miss. Please. No! Oh my god. Oh, that is terrible. Well, yeah. Corlord, you cursed me. Do we really deserve something like that after we're already getting the 1 out of 7 on the Raving Ether? I mean, yeah, obviously. No, you gotta. Yes, you even have the emo now. You can actually do it, ECO. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Like I said, it cuts off the bottom of it on desktop for some reason, but on mobile it looks proper. I don't really know why it cuts off on desktop. I submitted it correctly. Like in the submitted thing, it looks right. It's just for some reason viewing it on desktop, it cuts off the bottom. All right. So, yeah, if we get a miss, this was a disaster, but we weren't able to count on this, unfortunately. And this was just so much better because otherwise we had to do a generic attack too. I mean, even if we'd done the generic attack too, it was the same. We just gained 1 experience this way. I guess if we attacked first, then we wouldn't have moved away. This way, no, the Spellweaver was still getting hit by this anyway. It changed nothing because Spellweaver went 1 before the brute. That's just so bad. I mean, yeah, we're gonna lose this scenario now. Oh well, we'll beat it again. I mean, we'll beat it tomorrow on +3 for sure, without stuff like this plus the Reviving Ether. All right, Sun Demon goes. Doesn't have a range check, right? Yeah. So moves to here. There is a sun, but healing itself does nothing. Attack +1 advantage. So attack 6 advantage on the Cragheart. 7. Alright. Heals himself. Like I said, that does nothing. Then the Earth Demon creates Earth. Attack +1. So an attack 5. Immobilize, targeting the Spellweaver. So 4. Oops. And immobilized. Well then. Don't think I can afford to take a long rest on the Spellweaver here. Oof. Well, I'm gonna need that healing in this scenario, but I can't reroll at 3 health. I need to keep Mana Bolt more than anything. So there's fire right now. So Cold Fire is still pretty good. So Cold Fire Mana Bolt, yeah, that's got to be the play. We'll make it disadvantage attack 3 on the Earth Demon adjacent to us, but we should kill him. I mean, even a -1, he still dies. So this has to be the play. And then we get a little bit of free damage on the Sun Demon. Should have used the Mana Potion. We keep forgetting. Gotta do a better job of that. I mean, it's because I'm not creating fire. I don't think about it, but they actually created the fire, so I should still remember. So we can't place a rock to damage the Sun Demon right now. We can place one to damage both them, but I guess that's not a priority immediately. What can we do? We can't push him into anything either. With boots, we can go there and push him into something, which is not bad. So it's 4 movement to get there after she kills that, which she's going to kill it. She's going to kill it, I believe. So yeah, let's run there, and we'll push the Sun Demon into something to do basically the most amount of damage we can. Seems alright. Massive Boulder just doesn't do anything right now because they're spread out, and the 2 damage we're gonna get from Rock Slide, it only matter like that. Getting that 2 damage on the 2 Flame Demons only matters if we're gonna kill them afterwards, which right now we're not gonna kill them afterwards, so that doesn't matter. All right, so Skewer is an attack. I guess attack 5 only, but I guess it gives 1 experience. And then you need to move, but we should save Focus Chain. I guess we should kind of. I mean, I guess all these are kind of the same. Balance measure is only an attack 4, whereas this is an attack 5, this is a move 4, this is an attack 5 against all these things, so I guess balance measure is the least relevant thing now. As crazy as that is. Alright. Let's give this a try then. $42, 68, 3, huh? Okay, well, that's gonna be the scenario, right? Because we're at 3 life with the Spellweaver, and they went before 7. Alright. Oh well. I think we'll finish this up pretty soon here. Maybe we can get some lucky flips from them. So they create fire. 3 already has. Does this one actually have line of sight to there, though? I think we've already drawn this, right? There is line of sight. Yeah, we already established this. Actually, so I guess it's not the absolute worst, because this one actually doesn't need to move to attack the Cragheart, and this one will attack the Spellweaver. So attack -1, so it's an attack 2 on the Spellweaver, so we just need a +0 or lower. All right. I mean, I'm just gonna finish up this room then. I know it's kind of the coward's way out, but let's be real. There's no beating this scenario at this point after not losing a card here. I mean, this wasn't even that bad. It was just an attack 2 on someone with 3 health. Again, just had to. I guess there are only 3 cards left. So what were my odds actually? Yeah, the odds weren't good, right? Oh, geez. The odds were atrocious. No matter what, it was always bad. Nah, so it was always dead there, actually. There was nothing I could do about it, though. I mean, I couldn't beat the 3. I guess I could have had the Spellweaver go later, but it made sense to go earlier because, again, 7, she heals herself, which is the safest way to play, really, I think. If we go on at 20, I mean, if we go at 20, we don't heal ourselves. This was just the play. Healing ourselves is pretty important and getting to kill the one, but yeah. Actually, with their deck, this was always killing us. I mean, because they had a... Oh no, the miss was still in there. So it was 2 out of 3, because there was a crit, a +2, and a miss. Alright, well, we lose a card. So at this point, I'm just going to play to get some experience and try to pick up the coins in this room. And then I'm going to call it. I know I can't beat the scenario at this point after that. That's too much of a longevity loss on the Spellweaver, and there's just no way the Brute and Cragheart together can beat the last room by themselves. The last room is enormous with a ton of enemies. It's not something you can do with 2 people on a 3-player scenario. All right, so then the other Flame Demon attacks 2 on the Cragheart. Yeah. Instead of getting the crit. I mean, sorry, the miss. Well, I guess no. Yeah, the Sun Demon will attack, but we'll draw the miss plus 1 more card. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway. So this was a 2 plus 2 is 4, so the Cragheart's down to 2. Yeah. I get the point. All right. Should I still try to, because I still need to kill everything so I can actually pick up the coins in this room. So let's use the bottom of Mana Bolt to heal ourselves, back up to 6, rather than gain experience, and then we'll use Cold Fire to consume. I mean, all right, I'll technically do this second, but I'm doing it no matter what. Consume Fire with Cold Fire, do an attack 3, so we'll do disadvantaged and then regular. Disadvantaged on the Earth Demon. All right, so he's dead, and then regular on the Sun Demon. So 4, so that's 2 damage here, down to 14. And the Earth Demon is dead. And we lose the Immobilize. Okay, so then next up is the Cragheart, who I guess is going to lose a card as well, maybe. Oh, it should be okay. All right, so we're going to do a move 2 with the bottom of Unstable Upheaval. We're going to get 2 more movement using Boots of Striding. We're going to use our Healing Potion now as well, even though there can be wounds. I mean, we're at 2 life, so let's be real. So do we have an odd? No, we have an even number in our hand, so we don't need to hammer a potion. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to this coin. Pick this up. At least we're going to get to our enhancement after this. And then we're going to gain 1 experience because we're using the top of Heaving Swing, doing an attack 3, push 1. You push the target into hexes containing obstacles. In each case, destroy the obstacle, the target suffers 2 damage, and you gain 1 experience. That's why we gain 1 experience. This is flying, but in the FAQ, it does specify that you can actually push flying enemies into obstacles with heaving swing, and it does trigger. Because you hit him so hard, it goes smashing into the rocks, basically. Dragon Ball Z style. All right, so attack 3, nothing special to use here, I think, on the Sun Demon. All right, so 4. So he blocks 2 with his shield, so he takes 2 plus 2 from the obstacle, so 4, down to 10. Yeah, I really think if we hadn't had, I mean, if I hadn't had to lose that card on the Spellweaver, I think I was still in a spot where I could win this scenario, or beat the scenario, even after losing Reviving Ether. But I think one more card on top of it is just too much. It's crazy to say that, like, one card makes that big of a difference, but it really does. All right, then we're going to use Skewer, gain 1 experience, consume the air. So you do an attack 4, pierce 1, targeting the Sun Demon. Nothing special to use here. Okay, an 8. So we pierce 1 of his shield, so it's 7 damage that goes through. He's down to 3. And then we've got literally a million movement. So 7 movement with the bottom of balance measure if we want. Anyway, we're just gonna, I guess we don't want to be the one to pick up that coin. Where do we want to go with our 7 movement? I mean, we do want the Sun Demon to attack us. We're at 8 versus 5 and 6. So I guess that means we have to go here or here. I mean, I guess we've got a lot of money. It's not like we're going to pass up a coin. Let's get real. We'll get another enhancement pretty soon, which I guess will be kind of helpful, even if it's not near as helpful as other people's enhancements. All right, Earth Demons are eliminated. And now the Sun Demon goes, creates a Sun. God, attack +1 every time. Makes an attack 6 advantage on the Brute. Does it actually work? No, it doesn't. So I've got to... So this is actually out. So actually, no, it reshuffles the entire... How does this actually work? With an advantage attack on the blast card. Do I shuffle this card back in or no? I'm actually not sure I've ever had this specific situation come up. Like in between attacks, I know I would shuffle in the entire discard, but mid attack, do you shuffle the other card that was flipped or no? Does anyone know? Kind of curious question. Again, doesn't matter so much, I think, but I'm just kind of curious. I like to, address the rules questions that come up as they come up. See, I also would think no, but yeah, I'm also really not sure about this. Now, so you don't shuffle until the end of the round, but I know that, Queller. Thank you. But do you understand? It's because here it's an advantage attack, so I have to shuffle the deck no matter what. Like what I mean is, all right. So this was actually like this, right? This was the last card that was flipped, and I have to flip one more card because it's an advantage attack. So I have to shuffle the deck to be able to draw one more card. When I shuffle the deck, does that include the card that I just flipped, or does that not include the card that I just flipped? You mean, so I do shuffle this, and then I shuffle this at the end of the round? Is that what you're saying? Or did you understand? I mean, I guess maybe I didn't understand that you understood the situation. And then I shuffle again at the end of the round? It's weird, right? I'm not really sure. So I agree with you, period, because, yeah, otherwise it would be really weird that you could literally draw the same card twice. But technically the rules I know involve shuffling. Let's actually go take a look in the rulebook real quick. We don't have a lot of time left today anyway, since we're not going to try the scenario again, so I'm just kind of curious. Oops, no, we should go here. Corallo's going to check. Oh, you mean I was supposed to shuffle before drawing the one card on making an advantage attack? Was that how it worked? All right, let's see. Attack modifier cards. Maybe it's on this page. Yeah, see here, it doesn't specify. It just says this shuffling also happens if a modifier card must be drawn and there are none left in the draw pile. So there, it doesn't explain how it would interact with an advantage drawing of 2 cards when there's only 1 card left. No, there's nothing on that page. So what do you mean though that I would have to shuffle first and then draw 2 rather than drawing the first one? Or I would keep this separate. So far, yeah, so far I would the inclination I would have would be to set this aside, to shuffle the rest, to draw 1 more card. This would be the way that I would believe this should work. All right, so I think that's what we're going to go with because that makes the most sense to me. Because it doesn't seem that you should shuffle until you actually literally cannot draw the card. It doesn't seem that you should shuffle before drawing the 2. So I think I should take this out, shuffle this, and then draw 1 more. All right. So now my question is, as kind of got brought up, so now since this remains here, does this mean that, I guess I have to shuffle this now at the end of the turn as well? All right, so I guess that's how that'll work. So anyway, we got an attack 6 on the brute. On the brute. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's an interesting situation. It's funny that in so many games of Gloomhaven, I've never had this exact thing come up before. It really shows you the number of edge cases there can be. But I have never actually had an advantaged or disadvantaged attack be the one that requires a deck. It's so rare that you go through the entire deck anyway. I guess that's why. And then to specifically have an advantage or disadvantaged attack happen at the end there, it's, I guess, really, really rare. But yeah, it's funny. It's difficult to find a ruling on that as well. But I think this is also the most intuitive way to approach it. So I think this is a reasonable way for us to have done this. But it's always interesting to me anytime something comes up that I don't know the rules for. Okay, so that's the end of the round. So let's just gain some experience, grab these coins, and end this thing, right? So how do we do that? So this thing has 3 health left. So an attack 5 kills it. And we'll just go with our best initiative. And for you, well, I guess a Fire Orbs can also do some stuff. It also gives experience. And we'll just move. Sure. Again, like I said, I'm acknowledging it's over. I don't see a threat on it, no official ruling, but their point was that the last card drawn, pending the second draw, isn't discarded yet. Aren't cards, yeah, no, I get that, but aren't cards discarded as soon as you draw them? Isn't it just like when you play an action card, doesn't it go to the discard? When are cards put in the discard, I guess? Do you have a ruling on that, or where that's specified that a card, like a modifier when it's drawn, doesn't go into the discard? To me, the reason why I agree that this made sense to do is because... I see what you're saying. But still, so hold on. What we're saying then is that when you flip a card for a non-advantaged or disadvantaged attack, it immediately goes to the discard, but when you flip one for an advantage or disadvantaged attack, it goes to some limbo, which is not the discard? Seems strange. I don't imagine that would be correct, though, right? Isaac tends to try to apply flat rules to everything, so I would think that it's still in the discard. But I still understand why it shouldn't be shuffled back in, because again, it doesn't make sense that you should be able to draw the same card twice. But I would be interested if there is somewhere that there's a ruling that specifies like how that functions, because that's a very interesting point you bring up. Because I'm not certain on what I'm saying here. I'm just kind of guessing at how I feel about it. Because it's always meant to me. Like when I flip cards, I always put them immediately into the discard. It just makes sense. Similar to like when you play an action card, it actually gets discarded right away when you play it, etc. It just seems consistent with everything else. But I understand like your point of that it hasn't resolved yet. But
I see what you're saying. That like theoretically, when you make an no, but it can't be simultaneously because you can't possibly know simultaneously how many cards you have to resolve for an advantage attack, right? I mean, for the monster deck you can, but for the player deck you can't. Because if you flip two cards, I mean, if the idea, what you're saying is that like you make an advantage attack, you draw two cards simultaneously, but it doesn't actually work like that because if you have rolling modifiers, you can't possibly draw all the cards simultaneously. I mean, it's possible for you not to be able to draw. Yeah, you really do, Warlord. Because you wouldn't know whether you contain a rolling modifier in the two, so you draw the two, and then there's rolling modifiers, and then you draw one more, you know? All right, anyway, like I said, I'm going for experience and gold at this point. Oh, is what you're saying? But where do you have the ruling for that? I mean, I get where you're coming from. Like, I mean, I understand the idea, and it doesn't not make sense. I mean, like, it's relatively logical, but I don't I don't see any reason to interpret it that way more than any other way. Because again, the only thing at least that I've seen, I mean, I guess there's maybe more in the FAQ about this, but I'm not sure. I'd be interested to see if there's anything else, not specifically about this, because Scarlet says there isn't, but about how shuffling works with drawing. Because here, the only thing that it actually says is shuffling also happens if a modifier card must be drawn and there are none left in the draw pile. So your argument would be when you make an advantage attack, you're supposed to draw two. Let's see, immediately. And so if at that point you can't draw two, you would only be able to draw one, so you'd have to shuffle first. All right. Hmm. Yeah, I understand. Res, if you show up regularly and you're here. Oh, hold on. Did we even ever name the Mind Thief? She comes after, but I wasn't super happy with that name. If you're here regularly and you show up when we start playing the Mind Thief next time, I will name it after you. Yeah, I agree that the game doesn't really define drawing. I don't know. I find it very nebulous still. I think it is definitely an edge case. So the two possible rulings then would be either you set it aside. I mean, the two ones that are most supported in chat right now, you set it aside and draw one more, or you just shuffle immediately and then draw two. Interesting. Oh, anyway, ultimately this won't impact the game because we've accepted that we're going to lose the scenario. We're just going to finish this off real quick with some XP gain and some money gaining, etc. So 26, yeah, and then 29 afterwards to clear up anything that's alive. Still. Okay, let's do this. There's light. All right. So Sun Demon goes first, heal 3, target all enemies within range 3. Well, I guess that's just himself anyway. He's the only one who's hurt, though. Flame Demons haven't taken any damage yet. All right, then the Flame Demons go. So they're going to be attacking who's earlier? The Cragheart? This is close plus early. Well, I guess this one, yeah, can't attack the Cragheart, can't attack the Brute. So Cragheart, Brute. Each time creating a new fire. Jeez. They only have 2 cards. I guess no, they have more than that. Ah, nice. How'd that go? Are you excited with what you get to play? So I'm going to make the 2 attack 3s. First on the Cragheart. So 4, down to 1. Then on the Brute. -1, so 2. Oh, that's a card. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm not super concerned. Actually, this is bottom 2 experience. Let's get rid of some things which don't give experience. This won't give experience. This won't give experience. I'm not going to milk this for long, but I am just going to care a little bit. Retirement party. My scoundrel retires finally. Yes, I've never played any of the new 3 Spears. Too many angry face. Yeah, it's a very good party though, so you should be fine. I imagine you're excited. I would be. Those are all fun classes, to be perfectly honest. It's a very strong, well-rounded party. The average power level of all of them is quite high, and the party works quite well together. Okay, Flame Demons are done. Next up, we've got the Spellweaver. So we've got to move 4 first. Ooh, do want to hit everything. Ooh, can we take that much Retaliate? At 6 life? Ugh. Just have to lose a card from hand. This Flame Strike doesn't give any experience anyway. Alright, so we'll move to here. Yeah, you should definitely give +2 a try. I think with that party, you can easily do +2. Like, that party is definitely stronger than this party, for sure. Again, you don't have to, but, you know, it's fun to give it a try, and then if you fail, you can always turn the difficulty down. I think this is the way that I really prefer to play. So we're going to take 2 Retaliates here, which is going to be 6 damage. So if we don't kill one of them, we will actually have to lose a card. But hopefully we'll kill one of them, and then we won't have to lose a card. And if we do have to lose a card, like I said, I'm ending the scenario after this room anyway. So, all right, so we're going to play Fire Orbs, which creates fire. Gives us 3 experience because we target 3 things. It's lost. Oh, we don't have the goggles anymore. Woof. All right, we're going to use Power Potion plus Piercing Bow. So it's going to be disadvantage, regular, regular. We'll do it in that order. So 3 first, which is disadvantage. All right, so 3 damage to him. So he goes down to 1. That disadvantage was rough. And we take 3 Retaliate. It is 3 on them, right? Yes. Okay, and then number 5. Jeez. I just can't get a break this scenario. All right, so we lose Flame Strike from our hand because, yeah, we didn't kill either of them with 2 attack 4s. Wow, this is quite the scenario. And then the Top Sun Demon +1. All right, so 5, so he's down to 1. Then the brutes or the Cragheart's gonna go. So where do we place our rocks? He gets experience for doing this, I guess. We kind of care about money as well. All right, we're gonna gain 1 experience. We're gonna create an earth. We're gonna place rocks. We will place a rock here. Oh wait, is the brute gonna lose 2 more cards then? So be it. This and this. Because yeah, 2 damage, needs at 2 life, and then the Spellweaver is going to take 2 damage as well, because we're going to place a rock here as well. So this goes down to 2, and this dies, and this dies. Coin there, and coin there. We're not going to be able to get that coin. I was hoping to do Cold Fire to get it, but since I had to lose this card, or that card, because of the miss, I won't actually get it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Then we have the bottom of Rumbling Advance, and we're just going to move, I guess, to grab this coin. Oops. Wrong person. Nice try, greedy brute. Alright, so we got that coin. And then it's the brute's turn. So we've got move 4, presumably. I'd like to save this for her, so I can't really move, can I, huh? Without dying? Yeah, it's just not possible. 2 life here. So I guess it's actually better than to have the Cragheart go get this one. Have the brute get this one. And the Spellweaver is not getting any. Well, I guess she can go pick up the one the brute's gonna get drop. No, I'm not reattempting today, sorry. It's already 10 p.m., so it would be very late for me to try this scenario again. I should mention that, yeah. I won't be trying this again today. This will be the first scenario I do tomorrow, which I'll be starting as usual at 4 p.m. my time, which is GMT +1. We'll do this, and then we'll probably continue down this path a little bit. And we'll bring this down to +2. I think we could definitely do it on +3, but this is just our rule so that we don't get stuck doing the same scenario too many times, which gets boring for the stream. So we'll be doing it on +2, and then we'll probably go up to +3 for the following scenario. Okay, that's the end of the round. So we'll just do a short rest here because we're just going to end these things quickly. Which card do we care about having? I guess we can never make it to the coin anyway. Oh well. Doesn't really matter what we have then. Short rest here as well. Sure, doesn't matter. So play these 2 cards. I guess Mana Bolt gives us an we're 1 life. We can't reroll. Okay. Short rest here as well to get some experience. Wow, the Cragheart at least has a lot of cards left. What's this guy been doing the entire time while the rest of the party is getting beat up? All right. So we can take out the Spellweaver. All right, now we're gonna do that for sure. Oh no, but we want to get that coin, right? Yeah, we do. So we won't do that. We'll do this. Let's just go there and get the coin. How do we actually kill that? Because I wanted to kill it with, but this doesn't actually kill it. Interesting. I mean, this does. Oh, I guess this is a jump. Yeah. So I'm fine. Okay. So this plus this. All right, we're good. Let's hope that it goes after us. 46, perfect. Oh, no more sun demons. Man, we almost didn't even make it this room. All right. Yeah. Take care, Lord Bulb, and yeah, if I don't see you tomorrow, see you soon. Thank you for showing up. If a party has 2 characters that are long resting and each has a summon, what order do they go? So I was restating my questions we had previously. No, that's fine. Yeah, you should definitely try to make a thread with all these. All right. So Spellweaver first. Isn't even in position to. I guess if we'd gone after, we could have looted. Yeah, we should have gone after. Oh well. Too late now. No big deal. So we'll just do nothing. Just move. Okay, Brute goes. We're going to use the bottom here. We're going to gain 4 experience total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a move 4 jump. Attack 2, target everything we move through. But we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. We land on the hot coals, which does deal 3 damage to us. So we just have to lose a card from our hand. This doesn't really matter too much. Take care of yourself. Oh, yeah, fair enough. And then we just execute this guy. Drops a coin. And then we have the Cragheart who goes, so he consumes Earth, which gives him 2 experience on bottom plus 1 experience on top. And we do a move 4 jump, which puts us 1, 2, 3, 4 onto the coin. At least we, well, actually, so for the few people who are still here, I guess there's still a couple of you. We've got a question. All right, so we're done with this scenario now. We accepted our defeat. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing is I'm not even so sure that it did really come down to the reviving Ether. We got so beat up here. I mean, a little bit of this was us just like being careless at the end, but we got so beat up anyway, and we had the cold fire for the larger power spike. If we hadn't had the cold fire, this fight would have been even harder for us, and we were already like, just destroyed as it is. So I'm not sure that the reviving Ether decision actually was what cost us this scenario. I think this fight was maybe just a little bit too hard for us. It's possible that +3 is still just a little bit too difficult against these enemies. We just took way too much damage. I mean, admittedly, the Sun Demon attacking us for 6 damage every turn is just so much damage. And it's just not like we can easily kill it either. So yeah, that made it quite difficult. There we go. All right, so what we do have to do is we have to make some sort of a decision today regarding some enhancements going forward. So that's the question I'm going to ask all of you. Man, Spellweaver didn't get any money? That feels bad, man. All right, and as usual, the Brute gained a ton. So the Brute got 20 gold. God, greedy, greedy Brute. Get rid of all those. And 9 experience. 72. And here we gained 8 experience. 64. I forgot to check mark these. All right, I'll mention the question just a sec. Well, I can ask the question now. So For the Cragheart, should we be going for Cursinado or should we not? Because if we are not, then we're going to do another enhancement today. And if we are, then we're not going to do another enhancement today. So the question is, should we try to Cursinado or should we not try to Cursinado? 4 XP here and no money. Woof. Bad day to be a Spellweaver. And I leave this question up to chat. Because, so I've done the Cursinado enhancement on my previous campaign for 2-player, and I was not super happy with it. In 3-player, I imagine it's quite strong, but at the same time, I don't like. Basically, here actually, let's put I'll make a straw poll real quick because there's enough people that this actually might be useful. I mean, I don't think there'll be that many people voting, but at least we can have a definitive vote this way. See, I think. All right, well, hold on. I'll explain. Cursinado. Yes or no? Yes. No. All right. Creating poll. All right, I'm just gonna link the poll in the chat real quick. Anyone who wants to vote can. So I'll abide by whichever choice is made. 15 gold here. Oh, no, it's not 15. 12 gold. Perfect. 110. So basically, all right. I think Cursinado in a 3-player party is absolutely going to be useful. I've never actually had it in a 3-player party before. I've had it in 4-player and 2-player. And 4-player it's broken, and in 2-player it was underwhelming. I mean, I think it's fine, but you basically are stuck with Dirt Tornado and you don't really want it. So that's why I don't love it in 2-player. So basically, if I take it for 3-player, I think it'll be good, but I'm like also not super attached to it either way. Because if I do it, then I'm basically like, stuck using Dirt Tornado in 3-player when otherwise maybe I might get rid of Dirt Tornado at some point in 3-player. Whereas, yeah, obviously if it has that, then it'll definitely be good enough. I'm not sure in 3-player that it is absurdly broken like it is in 4-player. In 4-player, it's absolutely broken. There's no doubt in my mind. In 3-player, I think it's too strong, but maybe not absurdly too strong that it warps scenarios. So I think we can do it, but I don't think we have to do it. So it really comes down to what everyone wants. So I'll just abide by that because if we don't, we're gonna do our other enhancement right now, which is gonna be strengthened on blunt force. All right, so let's go take a look at this poll real quick. See the results. All right. Well, I'll give the vote 2 more minutes real quick while we clear up the last couple things. If it ends up tied, I guess, well, we'll see. But so far, people are in favor of Cursinado. So, I mean, if they are, that's fine. I don't mind playing with it either. That's a fair point as well, that it is also less game-breaking without stamina potions. Do you think it will be subpar? That's an interesting question, I suppose. All right. Yeah, in 3 players, it is tough for me to say. I really can't say for sure whether I think it'll be subpar or not with the stamina potions. How many scenarios do I play? That's another fair question. A lot, I think. I think I'm gonna play this party for a while. I'm gonna really try to get to level 9 with all of them. I have 2 very controllable battle goals. I mean, personal quests. Well, bosses is less controllable. This one is very controllable whenever I get to 200 gold, and then this one, cultists and bandits, I'm still very far from, so it's not too difficult. So ideally, I want to try to get to level 9 with all the classes in the party. But if I don't, I don't. It's fine. I don't mind playing the starting classes for longer though, because basically while I play the starting classes, we have more viewers, and once I stop playing starting classes, we'll have less. So getting to play them a bit longer, I think, is fine. So I anticipate playing the Cragheart for quite some time. We're 40 gold right now from Cursinado at 150. So it would be probably like 2 to 3 more scenarios until we have it, and I imagine we'll get it for at least like 10 scenarios or something like that. All right. If no one else has any other questions, I think I'll go to the straw poll one last time, and I will just abide by whatever is there now. So let's go have a look. All right. Well, same votes as before. So I guess we're gonna go for Curse NATO. So what I would hands if I don't go Curse NATO, it's pretty clear. I'll put Strengthen on the Retaliate portion of Blunt Force, which is what I recommend for the 2-player guide, and I think is probably just about as good for the 3-player guide as it is 2-player. I mean, it's like almost even, it's better and worse, obviously. In 2-player, there's no temptation of Dirt NATO, but at the same time, you get more targets for your AoEs, so it makes the Strengthen even better. Honestly, like I think lower level cards, I mean level 1 cards certainly, but even like a level 3 card, having the possibility of putting Strengthen on a move action is just too powerful. I think it's actually just too good. So that is what I would definitely do, is Strengthen on this, which I have enough money for now. That's why we have to bring up this question now, because if we're waiting for Curse NATO, then we have to get 40 more gold. If we're going to use Blunt Force, bottom enhancement, then we can do it right now. All right, one last chance for anyone else to vote, just in case you have not yet. And then, yeah, we'll go with it. So let's see, we've got everyone to their appropriate levels. Yeah, I think there's nothing else to do. Spellweaver still struggling to get that gold. All right. Refreshing the results. Yes, heavily in favor of Curse NATO. I mean, 2 to 1. All right, well, Curse NATO it is. So we will go for it. And I guess people are curious to see how well it will work with Hamana Potions in 3-player. So we'll be getting Curse NATO. So we need 40 more gold, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Curse 75 doubled 150. Yep. All right, yeah. So thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. We'll be stopping there. Sorry we ended in a loss, but obviously that happens when we try to play +3. And made some mistakes. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, so that'll be it. And I'll be here again tomorrow and then Thursday as well. Same time as usual, 4 p.m. CEST, or Central European time. I don't know. It's not EST anymore. I guess it's like CDT or something. But yeah. And so GMT +1. Anyway, take care and see those of you who come back tomorrow. Have a nice evening.